Alright, Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather. I was gonna wait to write to around, I guess, the 1st of April to do it, but I figured, while I got time, I might as well get it out the way right now because I got, my schedule is like toe up, but get it out there. Better to do it now than later. My thoughts on this fight is simple, man. Everybody that's in my inner circle, they pretty much know where my allegiances lie. I've said back in 2009, 2010 that Floyd Mayweather would win via unanimous decision, 8 rounds to 4, and my position is still the same. Floyd hasn't done anything to make me believe that he could do any worse. And he hasn't done anything to make me believe that he's going to stop Paquiao or knock him out. And Paquiao has done nothing to make me believe that he has a real chance of beating Floyd outside of a puncher's chance. But I guess the reason why I'm gonna go a little bit more in depth in it because people in my inner circle wanted me to give reasons from a pugilistic standpoint exactly why I believe Floyd is going to do what I know he's going to do. So for the next few minutes I'm gonna talk a little boxing. First off, it's an old cliche that's used when they say styles make fights. I personally believe that at this level, styles really don't make fights. You are what you are at this point. If Manny Pacquiao is really Floyd's equal, like people say that he is, then styles shouldn't make fights. Pacquiao should just be able just to come in and, execute his game plan, right? So, at Floyd and Manny represent the apex of the sport. Styles don't make this fight right here. It's whoever can get their game plan off. Okay. A lot of people say that Floyd, for some reason, has problems with southpaws. And I have to ask them, where do they get their logic from? Because if you're looking at a couple rounds with Zab Judah, then that's not enough evidence to make me or anybody else believe that Floyd has a problem with southpaws. As a matter of fact, I can counter and say that Floyd has a better connect percentage against southpaws than he does orthodox fighters, right? And if we if we really want to be honest with ourselves, let's just be honest. If an orthodox fighter wants the advantage of a southpaw, all he has to do is establish lead dominance. What I mean by lead dominance, anybody who's been in the ring know what I'm talking about, is when you place your lead foot outside of your opponent's lead foot, So if Pacquiao was to place his lead foot outside of Floyd's lead foot, then Pacquiao would be in better position to land a straight left, and vice versa. Floyd would be better able to land a straight right if he established lead dominance. These are the basics. These are the basics of boxing. See what I'm saying? So all of that, styles make fights and Floyd has trouble with southpaws, I don't understand what people are talking about. Maybe they're just trying to create a scenario that Manny fits so they can make it seem like it'll be more of a fight. Speed. I think Manny has speed. He has. I think Manny is the faster opponent. It seems that way, but we know for a fact that Floyd is quicker and he has better timing and timing off timing negates speed. Let's just be honest. Power. I personally think that their power is equal. People want to hype up Manny to make the masses of uneducated fans believe that Manny has this mythical one-punch knockout power. A reality check. There's only 3 fighters that I know that throws punches with both hands with concussive force. Those 3 people being Vladimir Klitschko, Gennady Golovkin, and Sergey Kovalev. Those are the only 3 fighters I know that can throw shots with concussive force. Manny can't do that. Okay. Manny stops his opponents through an accumulation of punches. Okay. So, and let's keep in mind, he hasn't knocked out anyone since 2009. Floyd roughly around the same. Okay. So, their power is the same. When people look at Floyd Mayweather, they see the 47-0, but they don't see the 26 knockouts. Like, that's a 52% knockout percentage. That means 52% of his fights didn't go the distance. So your power theory is thrown out the window. It could be argued that Manny Pacquiao has better foot speed. I say Floyd Mayweather has the better footwork. There's a difference. There's a huge difference in having foot speed and footwork. Mayweather constantly has better footwork and is rarely caught out of position. Pacquiao, for the most part, is caught out of position. I believe that both fighters have a lot of dog in them. They're hard to never be questioned. Stamina wise, they're never questioned. They keep themselves in great shape. But here's where Floyd wins it for me. Floyd Mayweather has fought fighters with raw talent before, but Manny Pacquiao has never fought a fighter as cerebral as Floyd is. Okay, let's break this down. People think that Floyd is just going to use the shoulder roll. No, Floyd is going to give multiple defensive looks. He's just not going to use the high guard either. He has a plethora of defensive stances. Floyd Mayweather will become whatever he needs to become to win this fight. If the shoulder roll is going to do it, he's going to do it. If the high guard does, then he's going to do that too. If Floyd has to be a tad bit more offensive, he'll do it, but he will always be defensively responsible. That's just what it is. Floyd has the ability to take away what you do offensively. And he can make adjustments in the ring, while Manny Pacquiao still hasn't made adjustments. The same punch that they got him put to sleep, you saw Algieri doing it. Algieri, that same straight right counter, Manny got caught with against him. The same punch, which proves that he hasn't learned yet. And then on top of that, he's still fundamentally flawed, because people are saying, hey, well, Chris Algieri got knocked down 6 times. Well, why didn't Manny stop him? Number one, Manny can't cut off the ring. He still doesn't know how to cut off the ring. Still don't. If he knew how to cut off the ring, then he wouldn't be trying to goad Floyd into exchanging with him. Okay? He wouldn't. But the fact of the matter is, Manny Pacquiao can't cut off the ring. If he could cut off the ring, he would have stopped Algieri and the fight wouldn't have went the distance. All right? Another thing that people fail to understand. People think that, Pacquiao is going to have this blistering work rate when he gets into the ring with Floyd. But against outboxers, Pacquiao has never had a great work rate. because he fears being countered. Okay? Let's just be honest. He fears being countered. His work rate went down against Marquez. His work rate went down against Timothy Bradley twice. And his work rate is going to go down against Floyd. Again, Floyd has the mental edge in his fight, and that's what's going to win the fight for him. Floyd is going to stick to his game plan. He doesn't care if it's a snooze fest or whatever. He will do what he has to do to make sure he wins this fight. Okay? He can simply outweight Paquiao and wait for Paquiao to make a mistake and wait for Paquiao to force confrontation. Real smart. But he can do that. And he has done that. And if he has to do it now, he will. Okay? He's the more disciplined fighter. Mentally, he's more focused. And Floyd Mayweather will train outside of the ring to get his advantages before he even steps inside of the ring. And that's what Floyd Mayweather is going to win. All right? Floyd is going to win this fight. 8 rounds to 4. Unanimous decision. All right? That's my prediction. I holla.